Good. And what is going on, everybody? And welcome to the Week 7 show of Fourth and Pick'em. I'm your host, Rich. Thank you for joining me again. Let's get right to it. Last week, I did not do so well. I barely just got 9 wins in. I finished 9-6, bringing my season record to 60-32, still around that 65% winning percentage. And now it's time to give out my AFC and NFC Player of the Week for Week 6. My AFC Player of the Week will be Miami running back Devon Achane in a 29-27 loss to the LA Chargers. He had 16 carries for 12 yards and 2 touchdowns. My NFC Player of the Week is Arizona quarterback Jacoby Brissett in a 31-21 loss to Indianapolis. He completed 27 out of 44 passes, 320 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And now it's time for the power rankings heading into Week 7. At number 1, I got the Indianapolis Colts at 5-1, still the surprising team of Hill in 2025. I got the Tampa Bay Bucks at 5-1 at number 2. Steelers on my third-ranked team at 4-1. Buffalo Bills 4-2, the number 4 spot. Number 5 is my arch rivals, the New England Patriots. They are 4-2. Number 6 is the defending Super Bowl champs, Philadelphia Eagles at 4-2. Next up, I still have the Packers keeping alive in my top 10 for now, as they're 3-1-1. Number 8, I got the Washington Commanders at 3-3. Number 9, the injury plague San Francisco 49ers at 4-2. And number 10, the newcomer, another team that's up on the rise, the Jacksonville Jaguars. All right, now it is time for my Week 7 picks. All right, so let's start in Cincinnati tonight. The Thursday night game between the Pittsburgh Steelers visiting the Cincinnati Bengals. The Steelers are 5.5-point favorites. I'm going with Pittsburgh. On Sunday morning, we have a game in London between the LA Rams and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Rams are 3-point favorites. I'm going with the Rams. And for the 1 o'clock slate on Sunday, we have the New England Patriots, Mike Wilber taking on his old team, taking on the Tennessee Titans. The Pats are 7-point favorites. For that one, I'm going with the Pats. Next up, the Eagles taking on the Minnesota Vikings in Minnesota. This one, I really think percentage-wise was not close on Yahoo. 79.43% of America are going with the Eagles. And 20.57% are going with the Vikings. Actually, I just want to see, because I feel like this should be a lot closer. Let me just check what DraftKings has. Percentage-wise. Oh, they don't have it listed. Or let me see if they have something. No, they don't. Quick. Oh, here we are. Win probability. Yeah, very close. DraftKings has it 53%, and to Minnesota's 47%. So I really like this better than what Yahoo has. Again, it's probably this is DraftKings probably. I'm probably looking at two different, like what America thinks and then what actually DraftKings itself. This is actually the one I want to go by more. So yeah, it will be a good game. DraftKings giving the Eagles a 53% chance of winning. All right, let me get back to my main screen here. Next up, we got the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs at 3-3, right? Not off to a good start, 3-3. Um, they're 11.5 point favorites against the Raiders. I'm going with the Chiefs, obviously, on that one. Next up, we have the Carolina Panthers taking on my New York Jets. Carolina's 1.5 point favorites. This is another one I want to see this the line on here. What am I looking for? This is actually one that's going to be a very interesting game. Stats. All right, so actually, the Carolina, according to DraftKings, the Carolina Panthers have a 54% chance of winning to Jets 46%. I think it's little overdone. I think my it's more 60-40 in my book. I'm saying this as a Jet fan. I don't like their chances heading into this matchup. All right, let's get back to. All right, so getting on, we have Miami taking on Cleveland, 1 o'clock. Cleveland's 2.5 point favorites. For that one, I am going with the Browns. Uh, Next up, 1 o'clock, we got New Orleans visiting the Windy City. Chicago's 4.5 point favorites. For that one, I am going with Chicago. And heading into the 4 o'clock slate, we have the Giants visiting the Mile High City. Denver 7 point favorites. For that one, I'm going with the Broncos. Next up, we have a good one. Now, this is the one I want to check the probability. Indianapolis Colts, very surprising team. They're actually 1.5 point favorite underdogs against the Chargers. This one I'm not so sold on. I think it's going. I did, however, I am picking the Chargers for this one. But let me see the pick. I'm going to check again. Go with the percentages here. All right, not bad. We got the Chargers actually. The implied win probability is 54%, 246. This I'm probably gonna get closer. I'm gonna say 51, 49% in favor of the Chargers for win probability. Again, I feel like some of these numbers are a little overdone. Let's get back to the board here. Where are we? We have the Green Bay Packers taking on the Arizona Cardinals at 425. For that one, I'm going with the Packers. We have NFC East class, Washington, Dallas. Washington's 2.5 point favorites. For that one, I'm going with the Commanders. And for Sunday night, we have the Atlanta Falcons taking on the 49ers. Like I said, injury plagued right now. Still holding on to a 4-2 record. For that one, I'm obviously going with the Niners. The two Monday night games, this one's going to be interesting. Detroit's 5.5 point favorites over the Bucks. I am going to check the percentages on this one. And not even close. I think this would be a lot closer. Detroit has gone to DraftKings. Detroit has a 69 chance of winning this one. Tampa Bay has 31. Again, I'm probably going move Tampa Bay's chances up to 45%. All right. So the next Monday night, where are we? Um, so the next Monday night game two of the doubleheader on Monday night game, the Houston Texans taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks are 3-point favorites for that one. I'm going with the Seahawks. All right, that is my picks for week 7. Now it is time for my top 3 games of the week to watch. At number 3, I got the Rams and Jags in London. I have the Rams winning that one 20-7. Commanders and the Cowboys. I have the Commanders winning 28-24. And my game of the week, again, no surprise. Chargers and Colts. I have the Chargers winning that one 31-20. All right, everyone. That is it for the show this week. I will talk to you next week. Actually, it's going to be an abbreviated show next Sunday morning, right before the game start. So enjoy the games this weekend, and I will see you next week.